Okay, proper Mingo has been engaged. Unlike last week where I had Zoomingo up for the entire art extravaganza. Because of course I did. Alrighty, it is Friday. It is Planet Zoo Day. And we're gonna get to zooing if I can feel comfortable in this shirt. It got chilly, so I had to put an actual t-shirt on, and now I'm trying to adjust to having more fabric on me than a tank top, and it's weird. And the sensations on my skin I'm struggling with at the moment, I gotta be perfectly honest. It's kind of annoying the shit out of me. I think I gotta change shirts. Hang on, guys. Shirt that's a lot easier to wear has been acquired. It's still a regular t-shirt, but this one's kind of stretchy. So it has a bit of give to it, which makes things better. Okay. So as I was saying, it is Friday. It's Planet Zoo Day. It's solo Planet Zoo Day. As we sit here looking at my mess of a save file. Alright, let's see here. Streamland Park is where we're heading today. And now if I can simply remember what the fuck it was we were working on. I think it was capybaras? I think it was the Asian monitor in the other zoo that we have in progress. Did you hit your 13 animals in our challenge zoo yet?
No, not yet.
Okay.
I got distracted by meerkats and the start of my tooth extraction requirement.
Ah, yes.
So I didn't really get anywhere last week.
Okay. Alright. Oh, that's right. We were starting to decorate the edging here. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna throw you back into pause, my friend. And we are going to see about duplicating you. And getting you all sorts of spiffy. I'm trying to figure out how exactly we are going to slip you into here. I'm not sure why I went with this wood, but I did. I don't know. Oh, fuck. Can you put like a quarter of a cup of soy sauce and however much brown sugar's left in the Ziploc bag in the pot? I knew I was forgetting something and it just hit me what I forgot to do. I haven't had much sleep, you guys. I think I've had 3 hours of sleep. So I was sorely tempted to start dinner and just go the fuck back to bed. Sorely tempted, but I was like, no. I don't know why sleep was being such a bitch last night, but it was. And then it seemed like every time I was about to fall asleep, or had just started to fall asleep, something stupid happened. I mean, not really stupid, but that needed my attention and I had to be awake for it. Like, the dog came in and he had chewed himself silly with one of his hot spots, so that needed medication, and like medication like now, because he wouldn't leave that be, and that was a problem. And my mom's like, oh, he just won't stop chewing. I'm like, I told you to come wake me up if it's getting to the point where he won't stop, because then he's gonna hurt himself. I'd rather be mildly inconvenienced about having to come and spray him than have to deal with him being all sorts of messed up later. The hot spot spray is a lot cheaper of a fix than something else going wrong. Okay, so I think we'll... yeah, we can pause that one. Like, I don't think we need to take it up the back here, unless we end up doing something else over here, but we'll figure that out. I mean, we might anyway. Just kind of take it up that way. Should we? I feel like I'm being lazy, though. I probably am. Alright. It's just we're kind of far away from the rest of the stuffs, so... So I'm gonna kinda take this in just a little. Try to move that around just a little bit to make sure we don't have too much flickerage happening. Because sometimes it won't flicker from one direction, and then you've got it turned in another. And you're like, really? And you have to go back and fix, see, like that. I mean, it's doing it a bit. Which makes me wonder, are the other ones doing it? Yeah, the other ones are doing it too. Okay. I just didn't see it. Because it was minutely there. Okay, you don't seem to be doing it. And you don't seem to be doing it. Okay. See, that's good. Alright. So I hope everybody had a good week. And that you are getting ready for your weekend. So we will take this guy. I know you're flickering. Relax. How sharp of an angle do we want this? Because I imagine this would be a staff path coming off of this. Rotate this guy a bit. Get him kind of settled into there. You know, I think we can turn you a little bit more. Yeah, so I had to deal with Itchy Zuzu, and then we were kind of dealing with some thunderstorms, and Russell's mouth was really hurting him last night, so I was trying to make sure he was okay with that. I was concerned he got dry socket, and he's like, no, I can still see the scab in there, or the blood clot, so like, it just hurts. And then we were supposed to have a chance for icky weather. I shorten this one by 2. Like, I kind of want to. And then his one alarm was going off, but we didn't have to pay attention to that alarm this week, so what that was for got moved to like an every other week situation. There's no good way to slip this sucker in here, is there? Well, I mean, we got that. But that looks weird. Take it back to how we probably should have done that section. To begin with. Or do we want to, like, go? No. That's not how we wanted to like go. Excuse me. Okay, so then this guy. And then this guy. I'll have to adjust the whole thing, aren't I? Well, maybe not entirely. Let's see. You're gonna behave? Looks like you're gonna. Okay. Because then hypothetically we can have a staff path. Like go that way. That's not what I wanted at all. Nope. Well, we've already shown that that piece isn't gonna quite work that way. Of course, now that we've got that in there. Neat, you should have put the path in first. No, I still don't think we would have been able to. Well, would we though? Wait, let me just duplicate this guy and see. And we'll duplicate it so that way if it doesn't work out. Wait. Would we duplicate you instead? tuck you into here. No. No, it's just... It's such an awkward little spot. That I just don't really know. Oh, that's a little better. Okay, well that wasn't much better. Although that means I have to fuss with every fucking thing again. Undo that last one. I think I can get that to work. Although like it would almost have to. Alright, bear with me here. Just trying to fuss. I mean, the curve is gonna be problematic, right? Because of the size of this thing. But this is back of the house, so it can be a little wonky boo. I mean, there's only so much we can get away with where it starts to look stupid, but okay, I can kind of work with that. This guy, though. Of course I just did that. Of course I just did that. In an attempt to get it closer. That'll do. And no wonky ass pathing. Okay, it's a little better. But I feel like I can get it closer. I know, this is terrible of me, right? This gap is like... bugging the shit out of me. Alright, if I don't fix it now... it will continue to just eat away at me, and then eventually I'm gonna just be like, I can't take it anymore. We're gonna have to fix it. Did you add that stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't sure what you were doing, so I didn't know if you forgot. Thank you. That's what I get for trying to get dinner going when I'm half asleep. Alright, now that does have to be... This one we might just have to cope with that being a little bit off there. Because it's not gonna be... This is such a long piece that we're not gonna be able to fuss it too hard, you know? Not as much as I would like to, at the very least. Oh. Okay, hold on. This is gonna have to come out. Yeah, I guess about there. Well, this would be like the back of an exhibit, though. Yeah. Alright. So you, my friend, are gonna come up here. Or it could be the back of a restaurant or a shopping plaza. Could be anything, really. Well, actually, I don't know. Should we really go? Perhaps going that steep of a curve or an angle might not work in our favor. Well, no, let's... I was gonna unconnect them, but I kind of need that connection point there. I think, for the corner. Okay. We did have a small amount of... I don't know if it's really good news. We did have a small amount of news. This morning. From our lawyer. But she also gave us a mild panic attack as well at the same time. So that wasn't... Oh. Cancel. That wasn't... What? You're seriously... I'm not amused in the slightest. I don't even know what this is going to yet over here, and you're already fucking annoying me. Okay. So that was, it was a bit of a rough morning on top of a late night. I was trying to get some video editing done and get some stuff primed, which doesn't always work well. Because my brain was like, oh no, this is fine. I can edit in between layers of gesso drying. This is fine. Except I was either doing more gessoing or more editing. I actually planned on... I only got 2 pieces gessoed last night. I was like, shit. I was really expecting to have more done. See, I don't know what's gonna be over here, so I don't know... how hard we need to... Oh right, this is gonna be the quarantine, so we're gonna put like quarantine yard over here. Extending outwards, so... This guy... kind of sit here. Again with me in the curvy ass pathway. Well, they don't ever like get up right on the edge. So I think we'll be okay there. does we want to do this? How does we want to do this? Yeah, so we kind of had some, they weren't terribly shitty storms, but they could have been. Some of the ones coming in from Tulsa had tornado possible tagged on them, and I'm like, oh shit, really? It's like, it's too early in the morning to deal with this. Like, much too early. So, I mean, that kind of looks silly. But it's gonna look sillier to, like, cut it off there. Alright. Did I set your maintenance? Okay. Okay. And we got power set up over here. Alright. So this guy gonna take over to here. Let's see, what can we do with you? Or let's see. So, I mean, the other one kind of cuts off a little bit. So this ought to be fine. Fortunately, we were only under a special weather statement is what they're calling it now. And I've seen some of those weather statements, and they're like, some of them I've actually seen where it says, stay tuned, storm is strengthening. However, on those weather advisories and statements, they don't necessarily put the alerts out on them anymore. So I'm like, well, How do people know that there's even been a weather statement issued? To know that there's an intensifying storm that they need to be monitoring. I mean, I guess it might alert on a weather radio, but not sure. Hey, how you doing? How goes it? Alright, do we want to be on the corner? Holy shit, sir! You didn't need to do that, but thank you. I appreciate that very much. I guess it is going well. Thank you. It was very generous. I know, but I understand. Trust me, I do. There's lots of people that I wish I could do all of the things for. I've been there, man. I do greatly appreciate it. What do I mean been there? I'm still there. We're still very much there. We did find out that we are going to court in November. So it got bumped up from February, so that's one saving grace, I guess. We will see what happens come November. Hopefully we finally get some fucking good news. 'Cause this has been crazy. Then we almost had a panic attack this morning at like 10 o'clock when the lawyer's like, hey, so before they do the hearing, they always run they run a check on everything to make sure that you know you're not actually employed anywhere or anything, and so we ran it preemptively. And the husband's like, yeah. And they're like, we had something pop up, and we're like, what are you talking about? And the lawyer's like, do you know who this is? And we're like, who? We're like, no, we don't know who that is. And they're like, okay, then I take it you don't know who this is. And we're like, no. What are you talking about? And we were suddenly all deeply concerned that someone had stolen the husband's identity. And we're like, no, 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 that's not right. That's not right. That's very much not right. The lawyer's like, alright, well, let me make some phone calls. She's like, I'll get back to you. And we're like, yes, please. We need to know what the fuck's going on. Because it was odd because there was two different business pings off of his social security number with the check that the lawyer ran to get ready for this hearing that came back to the same state that he was born in. And we're like, what? And they were both from 2021. And I'm like, you were very much not in New Hampshire in 2021. I don't know what the fuck's going on. But you were very much sitting right here fucking next to me. We were still desperately trying not to go out very much. We might have gone to the zoo once, because I remember us wearing masks to go, and we had to make a reservation and shit. But that would have been the only place we could have possibly gone. Like, we certainly didn't go to fucking New Hampshire. And the lawyer ended up getting back in contact with us while I was asleep. And Ross was like, oh, okay. So I heard back from the lawyer, and I'm like, uh-huh, and? And she's like, don't worry about it. It seems to have been a clerical error. And I'm like, what do you mean? And he's, yeah, we're hoping. We're hoping. And, he's like, well, apparently the lawyer got a hold of Social Security. And they said it's not coming up on the IRS check, which is what matters to them. And, so as far as Social Security is concerned, it's a clerical error on, like, job applications or something, or paperwork for somebody else, but, Social Security is like, don't worry about it. We're not worried about it. It's not on the tax stuff, so I was like, God damn. I was like, what the fuck? Because I'm like, oh great, now we need another lawyer to fucking deal with this shit. I'm like, why didn't it pop up on any of your credit reports that, you know, your credit check? He goes, all it does is check my credit score. And I'm like, yeah, but when I was working at the casino and we ran an actual credit report, like, we would get address pingbacks from addresses associated with that number. And I'm like, is it not a full credit report they're giving you, or is it just the credit score number? And he was like, silly clerical errors. Sold a car to a friend of yours 20 years ago and it came back stolen when you tried to register. Oh god. It's like, no, it's not stolen. I promise. That was always like my greatest fear once I realized that I am capable of doing it. I have a problem transposing numbers. And I never knew I had this problem until I had to balance the cash office at the craft store on the weekends. And I was fucking hysterical, or just about to the point of hysteria, because I could not find like 50 cents or something. It was ridiculous. And I'm like, what the motherfucker is it? And, cause you know, I'm on a time limit, armored cars coming. They replaced the 8 and the VIN with an A. Oh, goddamn, that's a hell of an error. And, one of the other ladies was in the building that does it sometimes, and she came in to help me, and she goes, you transposed the change on a check, you put 50 cents instead of 5 cents, and I was like, oh god. I was like, how do I fix this? I've never had to, correct a check encoding machine before. They showed me, but I hadn't had to do it, so I forgot. So she was trying to walk me through the fixing of the things and the special stickers I had to put on the damn check, and ever since then I was like, how has my register not been short by like more than $1? I think there was only one time where my register was super short. And that wasn't really a transposing issue. That was a I fucked up issue. But ever since I realized that I was capable of having these mistakes happen, I'm super terrified to handle money. I'm like, but I'm gonna end up doing it again. 'Cause this is how my brain likes to work. It's gonna happen. They could have actually fired me, over the larger mistake. They didn't. I think they gave me I can't remember if they officially wrote me up or if it was a verbal warning. But as soon as my register came up short at shift change, I was like, motherfucker. I knew exactly what I did when I saw the amount. I was like, oh no. We had been in, it was a fucking disastrous day. We were so fucking busy. We barely had time to breathe, and I was running returns and purchase orders and trying to get kids to break and running kids change and calling people to register. It was a fucking nightmare. Couldn't barely come up for air. And I had had credit card after credit card after credit card after credit card transaction. Debit card, whatever. I had had like about 15 of them in a row, and somebody writes me a check. And I had just had almost 15 transactions in a row dealing with a card where you hand the card back. We don't, like, we encode the back of the checks, but then we hold the checks to run them through Armored Car. We don't electronically, or we didn't electronically do them at the time, and guess what my dumbass did? My dumbass handed the check back for a $30 purchase. Oh my god, that was fucking horrible. And the lady didn't think anything of it either when I handed it back to her. They had me so fucking scared. They're like, you know, we could fire you for this. And I was like, why is everybody using fear for me? I know what happened. It was a fucking accident. That lady's gonna be real damn confused when she doesn't get this check go through her bank account. I was like, it was a fucking accident. Not like I fucking stole the money. Jesus Christ. They were pricks in that store when they wanted to be, though. I mean, I get that I fucked up. I get that, but I knew I fucked up after the fact, and I was like, oh shit. I was like, we got a problem. I don't remember the lady's name. She must have thought it was a receipt and didn't think anything of it. And I was so fucking frazzled, but I was like, I will fucking give you the $30 cash out of my paycheck to make this right if I have to, because I am that fucking upset about it. Dock me the $30. I'm begging you. This is how much I want to make it right. Okay, so we've got our fencing in. So how are other things going? Aside from being on the improving end of life here. Okay. I have to remember what we were... Pretty sure it was cappies. 4 to 20. Hold on. How big is this? One, 2, 14. The numbers run together unless I put my mouse over them to separate them out. But, 14,000. We still have to put some water in here. I don't think it's supposed to be deep water. That's 7, 8. Call it 9. So 8, 9, 10. We'll go 12. How's that sound? Up to 9 males, up to 14 females. We could go all females. Is 12 gonna be too many though? Because I mean, I haven't put the water in yet. I don't know. I'll take you. I'll take you. Personal things are better. Game company things will be better next week because you're waiting on some documents and you gotta get some things done. Just want to pop in and say, well, good luck, sir, with everything. And thank you again. You didn't need to do that, but that is greatly appreciated. Very, very much. And, good luck with everything moving forward and getting sorted and smooth sailing. Thanks for popping in. Much appreciated. Zorders! Oh, you know what? I forgot to do the thing. Hold on. Because I think I saw you streaming. AP? Did you ever get that last match to work, Zorts, last night? I felt really bad after I showed up and then everything went to hell and I'm like, oh fuck me. I'm like, I'll just go then because I brought the internet gremlins with me. Okay, good. I know, but the timing was just unbelievable. I was like, okay, I'll just see myself out. The coincidence just made me like, right, I've got shit I should be doing anyway. I needed to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I had needed to get some stuff gessoed, primed, because I gotta start working on some inventory if we're gonna try to sell at the farmer's market next spring. Like, you have to set up at the spring and I think you pay your fee for the season. So, and I don't have enough inventory on me right now to do it, so we picked up some 6 by 12 wood plaques. They're not terribly thick, but we're gonna paint those. I have some like 5 by 5 squares we're gonna do. But I was like, I really need to, the wood plaques came, so I was like, I need to go and get those primed. What am I doing? This. I lost track of how many we're at. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10. 11. 12. Okay. So now I don't know if everybody can... I don't know if we can all go to the trade center together. We'll try. Okay. we do need water in here. So we're gonna have to come into terrain. So you have to work tonight, right? Which kind of sucks. But, you know, Bill's gotta get paid too, so. I don't want it to be too deep in all of it. So I want some more shallower areas, I think. That probably actually needs to be a little bit deeper. Nisey's tired. Nisey's running on about 3 hours of sleep, which is why I'm a bit extra jumbled. So let's give Zorts a shout out. I'm running a little bit slower than normal. So we know Zorts from the WoW Challenges community. Nope. There we go. And we've been friends for a while now. He does a lot of the wrestling things, some of the RPG things. Make sure you go and check him out. No, I'm fucking my brain is mush today. I only got like about 3 hours of sleep. Russell was having a bad night with his face. He thought he was doing better, so he kind of let his pain medication, just the ibuprofen. They have him taking ibuprofen and acetaminophen mixed together, and I'm like, are you really supposed to do that? And he goes, well, for small amounts of time it's probably fine, but this is what they told me to do. And I'm like, okay. So right. And let's see what's smooth. So he was having a rough time trying to fall asleep. So then he ended up coming out here and trying to lay down out here. And I wasn't really sleepy yet, but I had laid down with him for cuddles since he wasn't feeling well. And I was just about to fall asleep, and Zuzu came in and he had chewed himself silly with a hotspot, so I had to get up and deal with that. And then Russell's like, I have to pee. And as soon as he heard that Russell was getting up, he left. And I'm like, well, fuck you too, buddy. I finally got resituated again, almost fell asleep, and Zuzu came back. I'm like, god damn it. So I had to make room for him on the bed, because I was like barely on the bed at that point, because Russell had stretched out. And I didn't want to wake him up to tell him to move over, because he'd finally fallen asleep, right? So I'm like, shit. I couldn't lay down the opposite end of the bed, because the other cat was down there. It was just a night. And 8,000. 8,000. Okay, I think we need more water is what it is. And finally got resituated. Zuzu left again. Started to fall back asleep again, and then it started to storm. And then I was trying to watch the storm stuff, and because the last couple times we had a storm warning, our weather warning phone call never came. And we were like, what the fuck? Why didn't we get the weather warning phone call? And it seemed as though Unsolved's website was down because we thought we had to re-register again for some stupid reason. And when Russell went to redo our registration, because we're like, why the fuck did we not get the call again? This will be the third time we've had to re-register. The website was down, and we're like, what? And after missing 2 warnings that we wouldn't have known about if I hadn't been awake, I was like, this is a problem. So I was trying to stay awake for that, because one of them said tornado possible, and I'm like, oh good, fantastic. And we were only put under an advisory. They ended up dropping the tornado possible, and I'm like, okay, sure. And then I was just about to fall asleep again, or maybe I had like drifted for like a half an hour, and then some noise was like humming, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, Russell, because he was like turning over. I'm like, what the fuck is the noise? He goes, that's my one alarm for if I have to go to therapy in person. I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. I said, but you're not going this week, right? And he's like, no, we're doing every other week now. I was like, okay. Got that situated, and then he noticed he had a voicemail or something from the lawyer, and we're like, uh-oh. So the voicemail was not the greatest news from her. It was a mixed bag. So he had to call her back right away, because she's like, something weird popped up on the one check that we ran, because Social Security runs it before the hearing. So we ran it our own, just, make sure that there weren't any problems ahead of time that we needed to know about. And we got something that popped up that said that you were hired by this one company, and we're like, what? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? So we had to quick call her back right away, because she's really hard to get a hold of. And we're like, what is this now? 2,100, 8,000. Okay, we're good there. And talk about a fucking panic attack. She's like, well, they've given us a hearing date for November now. So they moved it up from February, so that's good. However, this check that we ran came back with pings on your social security number for these 2 different places out of New Hampshire, and we're like, what? From when? And they're like 2021 or 2021. We're like, yeah, no, that's not right. We don't even know the names of those companies. One was an employment service, and then one was like a nursing home long care rehabilitation place. And we're like, no, that ain't it. So we were starting to panic, and she's like, alright, well, let me call Social Security. And let me see what I can find out. So she had to call them. And we're like, please call us back and tell us what you find out, because we need to know if we need to be in like a full-blown panic mode and how much this has just fucked us over. And she's like, no, sure, I'll get back to you as soon as I know something. And we're like, okay. So she got a hold of somebody at Social Security, and Social Security's like, well, I guess they ran the IRS check or something while they had her on the phone, and they're like, yeah, we don't know what that is, but it's not coming up on the IRS check, so we don't care. it's a non-issue, apparently. We're like, oh, thank God. So we're like, as far as Social Security is aware, or as far as Social Security is concerned, they're like, we're gonna, I guess, consider this a clerical error. So I'm like, oh God. I did not need that nightmare at like 10 this morning. So while we were waiting for her to call back, Russell had to go to the store because we didn't know how long it was going to take her to find anything out. Well, he went to the store. I tried to go back to bed. I think I've slept for... It took me a long time to fall asleep. I know that. Maybe an hour and a half? If I thought I would have been able to get through today on no sleep, I would have said fuck it and just gotten up, but we have plans tonight, so I couldn't really do that today because I had to get dinner started. Staff are having to queue to use the facility. Well, no shit, I sent 12 animals in there. They're fine. They're okay. I didn't realize I had quite so many caretakers, though. But they're alright. It'll be okay, as everyone seems to have gotten delivered to where they needed to be. Did we set the maintenance on this? Yeah, okay. But, we have a watch party plan tonight with, our friend Tyler. The Venture Brothers movie came out today, I think, or yesterday? Today. Whenever it came out, he has it. And, we, didn't have the budget to get it ourselves yet, so, he's gonna watch it with us on Discord tonight, so we're excited about that. What do you mean a new animal has arrived at the zoo? They don't usually say that until they do the thing. I need them to all be ready to leave quarantine so I can pop them in here. That's what I'm waiting on. Why are we... Well, that can only handle one animal at a time? Oh. It's on the table! He's doing all the hmm-ing. Oh goodness. Right. So they're just gonna stand there. Holding them all. You don't often get to see them work in there. That's kind of fun. I'm surprised because these aren't all assigned to this staff facility. So that's interesting. Alright, well that one's all better now. I think we've got one more to go. Okay, so... Right, we're not done... I mean, we're done queuing out there. Alright. So I don't know what we're doing for shelter in here. We'll have to figure that out. Okay, so... 1, 2... 1, 2, 3... Yeah, but are we all in here now? Did you leave the vets? Okay, looks like you did. Okay, so we're gonna check all. We're gonna move you to here. And we're gonna have some pissy piggies for a minute. Some pissy big piggies. Look at the caretakers come running. Okay. Terrain. Animal needs more short grass. Really? Short grass is what the problem is? Okay. So no, it was just a chaotic morning. Very chaotic morning. But hey, we have a hearing date of November instead of February, so that's something. So now we don't have to sit around fretting until then. Okay. And we'll get that all cleaned up in there. Just gonna get this grass a little bit shorter around our water pools. Short little condensed section in here. That's still not very much short grass, is it? All things considered. Rock is good. I don't know why this is grayed out, but it is. So how did your storms go last night? Anything too troublesome for you? Or did that work out okay? So I've got this dipped into here. Oh, now we need more soil. We can do that. We can handle that. There we go. Is that enough soil? No, not enough soil yet. That's okay though. Put in some dirt up in here. Like a little pathway. More soil. Oh! Oh. Oh. Right. That's why it looked like a different color. Right. I'm like, why is this getting... Right, that makes a lot more sense now, doesn't it? Very much so. I was wondering why that looked a little bright. Oh my goodness. Okay. Correct amount of soil. We're like just on the correct amount of soil though. They don't need hard shelter. I find that hard to believe. No, you do want hard shelter. I know staff are having to use the facility, or queuing to use the facility. They're fine. It's temporary. We'll let everybody get into here. Copy barrels. Alrighty. They make a slightly different noise than the actual guinea pigs. Okay, I'm confused. Why are we... Okay, but there's two pools. I'm confused. Is... Okay, so we don't have enough... Oi. Alright. So, I guess we... That was probably way too deep. Understand what the problem is here. They seem to be acting like there's not enough swimmable water. Does the water need to be deeper? I'm confused. I mean, is. Ugh, alright. Let's see here. If we can smooth that all out there. And then this guy over here. And I was like, oh, look how cute. Got some capy shelves and stuff, and nope. No capy shelves for you. See if we can smooth this down a bit. What do you want to do for hard shelter for these guys? That's the next question. Alright. Well, let's solve our water dilemma first, I guess. Alright, how do we feel about life now? Less rock. Okay. Didn't realize we had more rock in here. Not sure where the rock is at. Okay. So, next up we need to pop you into pause here for a minute. What do we have for enrichment? So this particular zoo is full on sandbox. Like, I don't have research or anything that needs to be done over here. How the fuck do I CAPYBARA? Alright, so that'll give me what all is tagged for these guys. So let's start with food first. Okay, so we have a small barrel feeder. Put you like there. And then we can put another one of you back in here. I have a feeling we're gonna have to up the temperature on this water. I don't think 2 barrel feeders is gonna be quite enough though. So how about we add in a melon boy there. And we give this side over here a melon guy. So what's everybody's plans for this weekend, huh? What y'all doing? for this weekend. So now I think we're gonna need some toys. We don't really have any toys, really? Fascinating. Got two of those. Where do I want to put this guy? I can kind of be like there. And then this guy can kind of be like over here. This pool doesn't have any, so stick that guy there. And maybe one more, like there. Water jet. Alright, I guess we can give them a small, colorful ball. And then let's see. Can we... I guess we put you there. I suppose. And this guy over here, maybe? Okay, so we're digging that. Okay, so we still need to figure out our hard shelter situation. Hard shelter situation. What are we gonna do for a hard shelter situation? Let's see. Let us see how. What we can do. That is so big. Okay. Okay. Hi, Momo. Hi, bud. It's the first time Momo has visited us today. I am shooketh. Or Oh, really? Oh, really, Mr. Doggo? Oh, it's so sad. What is the matter? Huh? What's the matter? Does you need loves and attentions, or does you need to go potties? Is this a potty run? Give me 1 second, buddy, okay? Oh, that's too big. Alright, hold on. I'm coming, just give me 1 second. Don't know if that's enough. Hard shelter? We're gonna piss everything off though. Alright, give me 1 second. I have to take the puppy potty. I will be right back. Okay, sorry guys. Puppy wanted to potty right that second. And there was, no telling him no. No. No, 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 no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh. Okay, I didn't necessarily want to, no. No. That's not what I wanted to do at all. There we go. I want to... That's what I wanted to do. Okay. So that means I need to come back in and re-click all of this. I don't know if this is gonna work. If only to save my sanity here. Okay, so we need some sort of roofing on this. I just want to go with like a simple flat roofy guy though. Don't want anything too fussy. So here's the thing. Do I want this to be more lined up with the back edge? And then we just kind of hang over a bit. That one, if we kind of bring you into there. Alright, and then this one, excuse me. Bring you into there. Oh, hello. How are you? Sorry, I had the wrong screen up briefly. I hope your day is going well. Welcome to the channel. I'm Nisey. We do a variety of things here. We do a fair amount of Planet Zoo on Friday and Saturday. I'm good, thank you. And Friday we work on our solo Planet Zoo game that are Planet Zoo Park, I guess, where we have a random wheel that I have set up for every time we finish building something to spin it to see what else we're gonna build next. We just spun it not that long ago, and we actually last week I think we spun it, and we got capybaras. So, well, we got an animal habitat, and then the animal random generator gave us capybaras. So that's what we're currently working on, trying to get these guys happy. I'm currently unsure of is if we have enough room in our shelter here. They can snuggle, right? Yep, just give me 1 second to finish the thought I was in the middle of. Alright. Let me put a pin in you, Cappies. I'll be right back. So, let's come out to the entrance. Saturday we also do Planet Zoo with the husband, sort of with the husband. We're building 2 different zoos, but under the same parameters and map. And we both have to put like the same certain requirements in, but we're gonna see who's done it better once our computers are like, no more, no more. So we have a ferry boat entrance here coming in this way. And just, you know, just a little gardened up area, a little river walk here. And then we have, well, there's our Streamland Park sign here. We have the walkway that continues on up to the main entrance here, which is for our buses. And then we've got our little bus shelters. We have large bus shelters because these are large tourist style buses. And we would like there to be a little more than just, you know, elbow room in the waiting area in case it's raining or whatever. And then we've got the main walk up here to our entrance, and we've got some different animal guys in the little alcoves. Got a couple of fountains here on either side. We've got got 3 different gate entrances here. No one seems to want to use this gate though, and I don't know why. Very rare do I have anybody come through that side. These guys looked like they just walked out of that one though. So then this is the back side of our entrance gate area, and we've got some more fountainy things and lots of benches, topiary garden here above the roof, and over here, because of course right next to the entrance exit you have to have a shopping plaza to get all of your souvenir needs. We've got an information booth. It'll be slower, but it'll be easier. We've got a bathroom here, I think, is what that sign is for. Got benches in here. We've got some cherry blossoms, and I've got the little cherry blossom ambient thingy, so they're falling from the sky every so often. We've got some ATM, well, a ATM tucked in back there. You know, Hat's Fantastic, Looney Balloons, which I didn't put a sign up on the top for. But then again, I went with just the small Hat's Fantastic sign. Oh, well, we did the floor sign. Maybe I didn't like any of the smaller Looney Balloon signs. And just a memento. Alright, and then what did I put up here? It must be staff. Oh yeah, I've got staff rooms up there. Okay. I forgot I put them up there, actually. It's been so long. Alright, so over here we've got Base Camp Alpha, which is our restaurant outside the Penguins. We've got a wind turbine back there. And we've got, you know, benches, trash cans, statuary, bathroom. I tried to put an ATM near the restaurants and stuff, and the bathroom right near the restaurants. Because everybody has to go potty, and I don't know why the restaurants don't, like, count as having a potty. But they don't. So we've got everybody in there. As I'm, oh, there we go. I'm just standing on top of the rocks now, apparently. And then we've got our penguins. Over here. Everybody's freezing because of all the chillers I've got over here for them. So we've got a talk point over here set up, and then we've got our penguin-y guys. And the penguins I actually have as a walkthrough. They seem to do okay with it. Got some staff buildings tucked in back in here. There's a staff path access. Everybody's freezing, but you all walked into the penguin area, so I don't want to hear it. Alright, so... and then this side just kind of goes out. We don't have much over here on this side yet. So that's what it looks like from up above. It's a very large penguin exhibit. So yeah, we've got some staff facilities all tucked into here. We put a second oh, that's the vet thingy. Like a break room area up there. Over here we've got the, what is this, the caracal? And we've got a little talkie area for them. Oh, okay. And they're in there somewhere. Where are they? Oh, there they are. Right there. And then we have another restaurant here because we kept getting restaurants. So we've got some staff facilities back into here. ATMs, bathrooms. So I kept getting restaurant on the random wheel. So we've got Serengeti Snacks that happens to have zebra and giraffe viewing. View is better from the upper deck. Just seems to be where everybody's hanging out. We just got that decorated up. I don't have anything in this section. This was just like a standing viewing area as you're leaving. So there is Serengeti Snacks, kind of tucked into there. This I'm holding open. This is gonna probably end up getting decorated with something at some point. Over here we've got our giraffe and zebra viewing up top. And I don't know why that browser has not been filled. Get that taken care of. Then they've got their talk point there. And we've got a little park rest area in through here. I was originally planning on having this as picnic benches for the next time I got concessions. I haven't gotten any concessions on the wheel in a while, because I was like, oh, well, you know, we can put some food stands here, maybe somebody's gonna wander over here to eat. But now it's just like a little sit-down, resty area, maybe a picnic area if you brought your own food kind of deal. We've got a couple of shops there, some education boards. This is a staff area for the zebra and giraffes. If I can get out of the inside of the buildings. And that backs up to the access for Otter Point. We've got some river otters, an exhibit that's way too big for them. Way too big. Sorry, the camera likes to flip me all over. So we've got a sign, or a little statuary thingy for otters. We've got our little animal talkie thingy. Oh, I didn't realize that was sticking through the wall there. I'll take care of that real quick. Nope, 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 no. That's not the arrows that were lit, damn it. Thank you. Okay. And then on the other side of Otter Point, we're holding this space open for maybe transportation through the zoo or something. Haven't decided yet. We've got a staff area, ATM, and another restaurant for Otter Point. We just kind of have that with the same sort of decoration that we used on the talk point for the otters. And then coming around the corner, we have the Hippity Hoppity Frog Exhibit House. My derpy frogs that I made. And Hippity Hoppity House took us quite a while to slog through. Quite a while. So we've got some tables in here. We've got an information booth. We've got a gulpy and a hot dog stand. And then we've got, you know, the staff facilities that we need for the animals in here. And then we've got our exhibit terrarium things in the corners. And we've got some murals on the walls and some plants and stuff. ATM over here. More staffy things. A bathroom. There's actually 2 bathrooms in here. Another like, terrarium thingy. We've got that one there. Talks at all of them set up. Some more tables. It's kind of like dark and cave-like in there when it's nighttime. Another staff facility here. And then we have, I kept getting exhibit animals pretty much back to back. So I don't like doing just one exhibit animal, so I try to grab a couple that share the same theming. So then we have slithering serpents because I got a snake. So we grabbed all of the snakes and we made this little walk-through area. We've got some food, a bathroom, drinks, a little picnic area which no one really seems to use, which I don't know why. I think it's probably too far from the food. And then we've got our little arbors over the terrarium capsule things so that people are in the shade a little bit. And I should have death turned off in here so I didn't have to worry about replacing anybody. We've got our keeper hut in here. Our little staff only sign. And then we've got another terrarium, our benches. So this kind of just spins all the way around and through here. And then we have our most recent completed section, which is creepy crawlers. So this is essentially the bug cave that we've just finished putting in. We've got a coffee, a hat's fantastic in here. We've got some bug houses, staff access, and then we've got some terrarium guys set up in here as well. And this is just the staff area. Oh, there we go. And then we've got all of this put into here. I think there was 8 bug exhibits in here. And then that leads out to the main pathway out there, across from Hoppity House. And you know, we've got an information booth in there. This is it from the outside. Now, for Streamland Park, this build is archived on my YouTube channel, same name as the channel name here. And it should be on its own playlist called Streamland Park. So if you're interested in checking out any of this actual build happening, that is all archived over there. And our most recent thing that we're working on right now, we got capybaras as our animal. So whenever we get an animal exhibit or habitat, there's a random generator out there that I use to see what we're gonna get. I haven't put the shell on this guy yet, but I know we still need to. I haven't decided. It might be like the red rock stuff from like the inside, or we could go with like the woody stuff from here. We might go with the wooden stuff. I mean, either might work, but... And that's where we're at so far. Alright, now let's see. Okay, so kind of like that. I think they like that. Okay. So we still need to do plant coverage. Enrichment looks fine. I don't want a bunch of babies right now because we have death turned off. Alright. I'm hoping that one keeper can keep up with these guys. Alright. So let's get into the plant coverage here. And see what we got to work with. Okay. Mossy rocks. Okay, so I put you like, oh yeah, you can come down a little bit. Here we go with more rocks again. Alright, let's see. So if we didn't get our fill of rocks before, we definitely should now. I might actually raise that. Maybe. Thinking about it. All right. You okay?
Anxiety attack.
Okay. All right. Okay, so actually I want to come into this and just kind of... Aw, Little came to check on you. I think, or she was just announcing her arrival, I'm not sure which. Okay. Let's go back into nature here. And... Ooh, that was a very large rock there. Okay, can we... I kind of want to sit you flat. So let's see... Yeah. See how we can deal with this guy here. And that ought to be okay there. Now I want to take that and oh, itchy leg. I can't do this with just one hand. He needs a comb. I just haven't had the chance to. When we went out to potty, I was like, oh, buddy. Alright, so if we do this guy here. Oh. Really? Can I not? Or do we need a certain amount of clearance there? All right. He should fix himself. Once we hit play again. Let's see. Where's the small guy? Oh, that looks wonderful. That's a happy accident right there. Alright, did we not have any of the tall... Yeah, we do have a tall guy. Right? That's not the tall guy. This is the tall guy. Did we not put any tall guys in? We might not have. Alright, so let's see if we can slide you back to about there. Oh, stop that. Like, how many times do I gotta fix this? Damn it. Alright, you know what? Let me just delete that one. We've got, like, the Cappy rock mound happening here. We're not going to be able to get up here soon. If that keeps up. Alright, can I... I don't know. I don't want to cover it. Dang it. Where is... No, I want this to be... Alright. So I'm thinking that we're gonna have to finish this guy next week. Because it's getting to be time for me to depart here. But we haven't done too terrible. We got them in. We spent a lot of time fussing with that curbing, though. So, I mean, that could have gone a little bit better, but I was really undecisive. So... so, we'll see. Damn it! Silly terrain. Let's get rid of all that. See if I can bring this back up a little bit. Okay, we got that. This guy in here. Let's see about... Yeah, like, I'm okay with these guys being, like, mossy, because, you know, we got water splashing everywhere, so... Alright, let's see how that does us there. That should be okay. Alright. That's got a nice little focal point there, and we're gonna have to put some more rocks and stuff around the pool still. So I mean, we still got a little bit of work before I'm willing to call this guy finished, but we're up to a decent start on him. And you know, we still have to do the buildings over here because that is nowhere near enough bleed over from the curbing. So we have a plan for next week. Alright, sir, you have a good one. Be careful. We're gonna be heading out here too. Tomorrow we have the challenge zoo against the husband. I'll be streaming in the afternoon around 2 p.m. Central. He'll be coming in around 7 or 8 Central, providing he's up to it. He'll be doing that on this channel. We'll make it obvious in the title that it's him going. He has his own background splash stuff where I don't. So it's very different from how things look right now. And that's the zoo that we're facing off against each other with, where we're under the same building rules, same biome stuff, and we're just seeing who does it better. And Sunday and Monday we'll be doing art. I'm hoping on Sunday we'll be able to gesso our dowel rods and get them painted up and attached and all prettied up on our piece that we just finished on Monday. And then this coming Monday, I'm hoping to have a planning session where we can work out the next couple of needle felting projects. So that's the plan for the rest of the weekend. Again, thank you for the bits, Key, and I greatly appreciate it. That was very unexpected. So you guys have a good evening, enjoy the start of your weekend, and I hope to see you tomorrow for some more Planet Zoo. Until next time, you guys, have a great one.